Hello, how's your writing going? Why do I need a ghostwriter? Why do I need somebody else to write my book for me? Well, that is a very valid question. And many experts, when they talk about their niche subject, they talk about it with such passion. They can really inspire so many people. Yet, why is it so difficult to write that whole idea into a book? Why can't they just write it as they think it? Well, that's something that I struggle with too. When I help my experts convert their ideas into a book. You see, one thing I found out is that my experts know a lot. They're people with a minimum of 20 years of expertise in their field. So they can talk about their niche from different angles. And especially when they start writing a book, they want to talk about everything. And that is one of the first things that stops them. The reason is they are so close to the subject. They can't see it from the perspective of their reader. As a ghostwriter, I help them see it like that. I help you construct your structure in a way that your reader identifies himself in your book. And that's what we are aiming for. An expert book, in my opinion, is something that inspires and motivates. It's not just a set of ideas and a tabulated formulae of how to do things. It inspires, it motivates, it tells people, I have walked that path, I have faced that same problem, and I can help you. And when a book does that, only then does the reader actually listen to it, is when a book stays in the reader's memory for long. Think about the books that really affected you. Were they tomes of knowledge, or did they have specific 2-3 nuggets of information, but they just spoke to you in a way that made you want to really try out those things? That is what an expert book should be like, in my view. And how do I help my authors create such a book? I help my expert authors by first discussing their idea in detail with them, discussing everything they think about, everything that has shaped their idea. And once we are through with those discussions, we try to find the common threads, because really there are a few common threads in your journey, and those are the threads that really make your story relatable. Find them, talk about them, and turn your story around. And then we work on a structure for the book. And after we're working on the structure, we start writing chapter by chapter. The discussions don't stop with one. At every chapter, there's a discussion. And at the end of the first draft, again, there's a whole big discussion. And then there's a rewrite, there's an edit. There's so much to do in writing a book. It's just not getting your idea down in one go. It is clarifying, creating, it is structuring your idea in a way that your reader gets enthused, gets inspired, and gets motivated. And that's what we are aiming for, right? For the past decade or so of writing, I have found my way around expert books, and this is how I create them. And I often talk about it. I conduct master classes and I talk about it on videos like this one right now. So if you want to know anything more, write into me and ask me. I'll always answer. Bye bye. Enjoy your writing.